bekeken.
Voor je kiezen.
Sending a powerful message to Saddam Hussein. Cruise missiles and F-117 stealth fighters over Baghdad.
Here is the president.
My fellow citizens, at this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq, to free its people, and to defend the world from grave danger. On my orders, coalition forces have begun striking selected targets of military importance to undermine Saddam Hussein's ability to wage war. These are opening stages of what will be a broad and concerted campaign.
We need to support our country.
The talking has been going on for some 12 years now.
What do you think of President Bush?
I hate him. I didn't elect him. I think the majority of the people in this country didn't elect him. I think he's a fool. I think he's a bully. I think he's done nothing for this country.
We need to support our country and our president, and Hussein is a madman that must be rid of.
Little piece of you, the little piece in me will die. For this is not
The Arab nation is gearing up for a massive exodus of Iraqi refugees who are expected to flee from any conflict.
promise not to stay true. This is not America. For this is not the miracle. There was a time there's no bad news of you. For this could be the biggest sky, and I could have the faintest idea. For this is not America.
It was pretty intense this morning.
Het leger is bezig met de plaatsing van een verdedigingslinie rond de stad. En de meeste buitenlanders zeggen pas wat vaarwel, onder wie ook veel journalisten.
This does not mean that should war come to Iraq, that the UN will sit back and not do anything to help the Iraqi population.
To allow this matter to be resolved through the peaceful entry of force and not conflict.
But we have not found any weapons of mass destruction, only the missiles which went further than was allowed, and they have been destroyed by us. We don't know, because we still don't know whether there is something left. And having sent in 250,000 men, I think the United States ought to be very interested also to see if there is something.
To all the men and women of the United States Armed Forces now in the Middle East, the peace of a troubled world and the hopes of an oppressed people now depend on you. That trust is well placed. The enemies you confront will come to know your skill and bravery. The people you liberate will witness the honorable and decent spirit of the American military. In this conflict, America faces an enemy who has no regard for conventions of war or rules of morality. Saddam Hussein has placed Iraqi troops and equipment in civilian areas, attempting to use innocent men, women, and children as shields for his own military. A final atrocity against against his people.